On your second part of the question between economy and technology, here's what I'm willing to say. China is a big country, 1.4 billion people. And also China has very different economic conditions between different provinces, between different regions of the country. It's almost like China is a collection of many, many different countries. A little bit like the United States. United States also has very different economic conditions. So China can do both. China can develop technology. China has some really good universities. They can do advanced scientific research. But China also has some backward regions that can also do low-tech production, low-tech services that promote employment, not so much technology. They can do that without any contradiction. So I'm not arguing against technology. I'm arguing against a national policy that everybody has to do technology, right? And this is what's happening in China now. Even some of the most backward regions are not doing low-tech production. They want to subsidize EVs and all these high-tech computing, AI. Everybody is doing that. That, to me, is a wrong direction.
But it's very interesting because in your talk, you actually mentioned that everyone sees the success of China being attributed to technology and infrastructure, whereas you highlight that, no, economic growth came first, and as a product, technology and infrastructure spurred out of it. And that's a common misconception.
Yeah, that's right. So if you look at the history of Chinese economic growth in the last 40, 45 years, economic growth happened first as a result of the country embracing market economy, globalization, and embracing low-tech manufacturing. Right? In the United States, I'm not sure about Europe, but in the United States, we're very familiar with what is known as made in China. Right? So almost everything is made in China. Shirts and shoes and all of that. It was that development that powered the GDP growth. Then the GDP growth generated resources, and then the resources have been used to promote technology and infrastructure. My critique is twofold. One is that we shouldn't lose the sight that China, as I pointed out before, is a diverse country. Right? Some regions do high tech, other regions should do low tech. And according to their comparative advantages, and you cannot recreate a Silicon Valley everywhere. The United States definitely didn't do that. No other country has like multiple Silicon Valleys. And the other critique that I have is that because they want to do this supply side technology, they believe that the money, the resources, the bank credits, the capital that go to small scale production, low tech services are a waste of money. Right? So there are restrictions on doing these activities rather than allowing 100 flowers bloom, right? And each region has its own production capabilities in different tiers of the products, right? So that's a policy that I object to. I'm not against technology. I'm not against infrastructure. I guess my third critique is they're overdoing it. Right? So look at infrastructure. and bridges are built to go nowhere. If you go to the airports in China now, many airports are empty, and high-speed rails, only a few of them make money. Many of them are losing money. So the scale of the investments are not justified by economic returns.